So going last after this group is not an easy thing. I thought I would I wrote down 4 or 5 topics for my answer, and I thought I was there, and then Jerry just took my last one. So, no, it's all good. It's all good. But if you very valuable information. So anyway, I'm Jeff Snellenburg. I've been in the early stage capital markets for the last 10 years. I had a business, sold it in 2004, service business. So not really what I deal with now, which is high tech, life science, and those type of companies. But was able to allow me to go into this space. So it's been very interesting. So I am an angel investor and also have taken the role of working with some angel groups and funds, and I wear a couple different hats here, so I'm going to go through them real quick for everybody's benefit. I'm the executive director for Mid-Atlantic Angel Group Funds, which are 2 institutional angel funds in Philadelphia. The reason why I go through that one first is we're not making any new investments, but we've worked with a lot of the other angel groups and so forth in the area, and we have about 27 companies under management, and are pushing a number of them through to an exit at this point. The other hat that I wear is the Pennsylvania Angel Network. Focuses more on the angel groups and early stage community. What we do is we work with those groups to help with syndication and best practices, help them talk about deal flow. We have monthly calls, usually quarterly or so meetings, in-person meetings, so it's getting the angel group leaders in one room or on one call to be able to talk about deal flow. So if, for instance, Robinhood has a company that they're interested in, they might bring that up on the call, and the other 18 angel groups that are members of the Pennsylvania Angel Network are able to hear about that, and if they're interested, then there might be some syndication done at that point. So we work together through due diligence, we work together in funding deals, and syndication is a big part of that, as well as best practices, as I said. We talk about the new SEC rules, we talk about all sorts of stuff that's going on, trends and so forth, not only here but across the country, and try and make it easier for companies to get funded. Most companies look for $500, $750, $1 million plus, and one angel group, as you heard, usually isn't able to do that. So that's one of the roles at the Pennsylvania Angel Network. And we do go in New Jersey. We have a couple groups in New Jersey that are members, and outside, a couple in Maryland. So we go outside of just Pennsylvania at this point. So then Delaware Crossing Investor Group. There's 4 or 5 or maybe more members here today, so feel free to reach out to them as well. We were founded in 2005. We have about 28 investments. We have about 35 current members. We have locations in the Warrington, Doylestown area, as well as in Princeton. So we actually rotate our meetings from the Warrington area to Princeton. So one month it's in Pennsylvania, the next month it's in Jersey. That's to help with companies. It's also to help with members. So we have some obviously in each area. So it's I think it's worked out well. It's allowed us to expand across the Delaware, which I think was the thrust of the name of Delaware Crossing, not Delaware State, but crossing the actual Delaware. Focus similar to a number of the other groups. We focus on technology, life science, healthcare. We sometimes will look at something that's outside the box, but it really needs to be something special. We just looked at a company that was in the pet space that's a little bit outside our market. We've invested in a spirit company, a little bit outside our space, but there was a number of members that were interested in that.